Hi there guys, it's Anthony here at Cutting Edge Guitar, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to play legato. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, I wanted to do a little lesson for you on this because I've been asked about it so much by so many students and it keeps coming up all the time. So I'm just going to get into a few quick tips about how to play legato. So first things first, legato playing is about hammer-ons, pull-offs and slides. Okay, so legato it's all about smooth playing style on the guitar. The word legato means smooth playing, so that's what we're looking at, and we're going to try to eradicate as much of the attack from the plectrum as possible when we're playing legato. So first things first, you need to set up your hand position to allow you to facilitate good legato technique. Some people like to play with their thumb over the top of the neck, especially if they're bluesy, all that sort of stuff, but that doesn't really work for legato technique. So what you want to do is you want to get your thumb to be in the middle of the back of the neck, and you want your hand to be in a dropped position so that your thumb and the heel of your hand is square to the back of the neck, so that there's space between the palm of your hand and the bottom of the guitar neck there, and so that when you fret, you can fret on the fingertips. Obviously you want to try and keep your fingers as straight to the fretboard as you possibly can. That's impossible to keep them completely straight, of course, like the first finger is going to bend in, etc. But you just want them to be as straight as you possibly can with that thumb in that middle of the back of the neck position. So when you do your hammer on, so obviously if I'm playing my 5th fret here, I'm going to pick that note, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 3rd and then 4th fingers to just hammer on like this. When you're playing slowly, you might come from more of a height than you would if you was playing fast, but generally speaking, you want to try and keep the movement quite minimal. You don't want to be coming a long way away from your fretboard. So if you're doing this, you're going to struggle to play at any sort of speed. So what you want to do is just to try to make the distance that you're traveling from the fretboard as small as possible. And that's basically it with your hammer. Make sure that you put a lot of effort into the hammer. Give your guitar a good whack. Otherwise, you're not going to get a very loud or tonally good note. Okay, so that's your hammer-ons. When you're doing your pull-offs are a little bit more involved. So effectively, your pull-offs are your fretting hand fingers are going to act like a plectrum higher up the neck. So if you imagine how a plectrum would sort of dig into the string and then flick away from the string like so, you want your fretting hand fingers to do the same. So it's a downwards pull, so down and then away from the string. So you're flicking the string, you know? So that's your pull-off. If you combine the two, you could do a little exercise like this. Is a straightforward hammer, pull-off, hammer, pull-off. Okay, so the other part of this, sliding, what you need to be doing with your sliding side of things is make sure that you're incredibly accurate. So let's say if I wanted to play frets 5, 7, 8, 10, you want to just pick that note once, and then the actual sliding itself is what produces the sound of the note. So you literally zip up and down the fretboard. It's got a much smoother sound than if I was to do with my plectrum, you know? So what also sounds really good with the legato style is when you combine hammer-ons, pull-offs and slides, this sort of thing. So players like Joe Satriani, who's on my t-shirt right now, he does this sort of thing a lot, and it kind of comes out like this in his playing style. So that's the essence of the legato technique. Hammers, pull-offs and slides. Obviously, you want to be working on how you do that string crossing and all that sort of stuff as well. So when you're crossing strings, make sure that your plectrum is moving in the direction of your string crossing. And with your pick attack, you want to just glance the pick off of the strings so that you don't hear lots of attack from the plectrum. And then other things that would really help with this technique is making sure that you know stuff like I was just using there, like 3 notes per string scale forms. 3 notes per string scale forms are ideal to get you started with this technique. What they're all about is if you play a major scale, for example, I was just playing through the G major scale. You take your G root note and then you would play 3 notes of that scale on every string until you've gone all the way across the fretboard like this. Some people out there would say nowadays, 3 notes per string isn't the best way to be playing legato because you get better results if you play 4 notes per string. That's a more advanced way of looking at the fretboard. And how I actually work on 4 notes per string stuff is I look at my different 3 notes per string areas and just connect them up with slides. So if I was playing my G major scale again, let's say if I was to start on the F sharp, like a nice low portion of the neck, I would probably play 3 notes per string to start with, and then as I move to the next string I would use slides to give me 4 notes per string, and then I would carry that sort of thing on. Like so. So there you have it, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel because that will help me out massively, and do smash that like button and share this video with any of your friends that you think that this might help for their guitar studies. If you want to look at any of my tutorials that I've done on techniques like this, or learning your fretboard inside and out, courses, lesson packs, and all of that is all at Cutting Edge Guitar, of which the link is in the description boxes below. And if you're interested in books and them sorts of things, there's all of that sort of stuff at Cutting Edge Guitar too. So I will see you over there, and I will see you in another lesson here on YouTube sometime soon. Take care.